Yesterday, I was. It was said, "What would bring me joy in this life?" One second, it's kind of hot right here. Yeah, last night I was. It was kind of said or told, "What would bring me joy in this life?" And the one thing that will bring me joy in this life is if I lead one person to Jesus, just one. That will bring me joy in this life. We'll see about that. We'll see about that, God. We'll see about that. More joy than Dragon Ball Z. God knows I'm burnt out of all the pleasures of this world, man. That's why it was said yesterday. Nothing in this world has brought me joy. Nothing. I've done it all. I've done it all. You name it. I've done it all. Just try to bring joy or something, something, I've done it all. I have. So, apparently, this is the key. Bring one person to Jesus. That will bring me joy. Just one. So, I haven't put this to the test yet. We'll see. We'll see if that's legit. That's what God says. That's not what I say, but we'll see. We'll see when the time comes. We'll see when the time comes. I admit, I never found real joy. Not really. Quick pleasures, like everybody else has. Quick pleasures, yes. Of this planet, yes. But not real joy. So, but apparently, this is the key. This is the key to real joy. Bring one person to Jesus. You know, sure, they may have heard of Jesus their whole lives, like I did. Jesus this, Jesus that, Jesus that, Jesus that, every 2 seconds, but they've never been brought to Jesus, led to Jesus or sought Jesus themselves. There's a difference between mind-numbing religion, yelling Jesus at your head every 2 seconds. There's a difference between that and like a relationship with Jesus. You and him. There's a difference. you know what I mean? Just people yelling Jesus at your face instead of you finding Jesus, or he finds you. He found me, or you find Jesus. You know what I mean? So there's a difference, and you have a relationship with Jesus, and you go from there for the rest of your days. You and Jesus, you just guide your path. You know what I mean? Kind of like he's doing with me. So far, it's been kind of cool, adventurous path. We've had some good times, me and Jesus and everybody else on the team. On the team around me in real life and on YouTube. We've had a good time, I think. So it's not too bad following Jesus. It's kind of fun, like you said, Mary Magdalene. It's kind of fun to follow Jesus. It's a good time. He's not all boring sermons in that. He's not all boring sermons. There's a reason why he just threw up the tables of traditions of men. He's like, screw traditions of men. Yeah, that's what I say as well. Screw traditions. Yeah, that's the Jesus I know. That's the Jesus I follow. Screw traditions of men. Screw that. Rituals and nonsense. Yeah. Some of the stuff that, I think God agrees with. Some that some churches are doing. I think God agrees with some of the churches that are doing it right in God's sight. So, I don't know. That's just what I've noticed. I guess God's okay with a little tradition here, a little tradition there. I guess so. Like if your birthday comes up, traditional, just sit, have a birthday party for you, that kind of stuff. I think God's don't think he says no traditions ever. Just stay in your room. Look at the ceiling. Like I used to do. Still kind of. Anyways, enough about that. It's not about Dragon Ball Z. It's about leading someone to Jesus. To that guy right there. To Kakarot. That's Jesus to me. Always has been, always will be. So if someone sees, if some kid out there sees Jesus as Goku or Kakarot, I can reach that kid. I can reach that kid. I could lead that kid to Jesus. I could. I know. Yeah. He's like, I've always imagined Jesus is like Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. He kind of is. He kind of is. Yeah. He kind of is like him. He is. Righteous self-sacrifice for others type of guy. He is kind of like him. So I can lead that kid to Jesus for sure. That will bring me joy. And if that kid calls him Kakarot like I do, that would bring me a ton of joy. A ton of joy. That both of us call Jesus Kakarot. Yeah. That would bring me joy. It would. Put a smile on my face. Yeah. Anyways, that's what was told. Because God knows I've never found true joy. Never. On this earth. Never. Not even close. Not even close. So, that's the next test. That's the next test. If I bring someone to Jesus, will it bring me joy? We shall see. To be determined. To be determined still. Not yet happened. At least I don't think so. At least I don't think I brought anybody to Jesus on accident. At least I don't think so. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say for this video. Yep. We got another member of the team, Sunfire. He's on fire for God already. He is. He's been saved like for 5 minutes. He's like on fire for God already. 5 months, but barely saved. He's like on fire to preach the gospel to the whole world. He is. That's why he's Sunfire. Plus he has red hair. Sunfire. Yeah. So, team's getting bigger. As God has planned. Yep. The team's getting bigger. As God has planned. I thought about today, I'm like, I'm serious. Like, Magneto's out there. I know that he is. He just hasn't come out of the closet, you know. Magneto is out there. He just hasn't come out. Someone that loves metal. Actually, there is a guy. There is a guy that loves working with metal at the Christian church. Yeah. I never thought about that. He's all about making stuff with metal. Maybe he's Magneto. Maybe he has a gift about, you know, maybe he can move metal and he's not telling anybody. Maybe. I didn't think about that. He's all about metal. Yeah. I may have accidentally found Magneto. Maybe. Yeah. He's all about working with metal. Machinist. Yeah. Something like that. I may have found Magneto. Maybe. I think so. I'm gonna ask him. I'm like, are you drawn to metal? Is your love metal? You know, because he loves it. It seems like he loves his job. You know, that's what he said. I'm gonna ask him straight up. I'm like, do you love metal? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna ask him. And if he says yes, we found Magneto. We did. Yeah, I may have stumbled across Magneto, and I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. Yeah. Yeah, he was talking the other day about, for the first time he talked about what he did openly, you know, about him, taking a test in high school that said he'd be good with working with metal and something like that. I'm gonna ask him to make sure. You know what I mean? I'm like, do you love metal? I'll just say that. Do you love metal? Are you drawn to metal? If he says yes, we found Magneto. My friends, we found him. Yeah. He could probably move metal. He's not telling anybody. Or he hasn't figured out how to do it yet. With time and training. Yeah, that just hit me just now. Probably no accident. Yeah, he does. He's all about metal. I'm asking him. I'm like, do you really love metal? Like, really love metal for some reason? Do you really love it? And if he says yes, we have Magneto. We found a winner. He was right in front of me this whole time. I'll let you know what he says if I ask him. I'll let you know. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to ask him, like, do you love metal? Do you love working with metal? Like, really love it? You're drawn to metal? If he says yes, we found Magneto. Finally found Magneto. Finally. Heavy hitter of the team. Definitely a heavy hitter. Man, if he brings out that gift to move metal, crush metal, we're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. To be determined, to be decided. I'll tell you what he says. I am gonna ask him. I am. So that's kind of cool. Like, there is a guy that loves metal. That was talking about how he works with metal and he loves it. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he said. We may have found Magneto. Maybe. Possibly. Like I said, a lot of these X-Men are already Christians. They already are. God already knows that. That's what I'm figuring out as I go. All these X-Men with gifts of their own gifts. You know what I mean? That make them like X-Men, different X-Men. God already knows who they are. I'm figuring it out slowly though. Yeah, we may have found Magneto. I may have found him. Yeah, I'm a little excited. I'm a little excited. If he doesn't know how to move metal yet, we're gonna train him. We're gonna teach him how to move metal, crush metal. For the war upcoming, for the war to come, we're gonna teach him. Yeah, we're gonna train him. Yeah. Bring out his real gifts, his real gift of moving metal. Anyways, that's all I want to say. So, to bring joy, for me to have joy, lead one person to Jesus, just one. That'll bring me joy. So, we'll see. I'll let you know if it does.